What's up, everybody? I just wanted to make this video. It was kind of like an add-on to the Instagram post I made before about how to not feel as hungry on a cut. This video, I can go a little bit more in depth. I might actually go off onto tangents, but there were a few things I left out, maybe something that wasn't as explained. So I'm just gonna run over it real quick. Maybe give people a little bit better understanding. So the first thing I said was to stay hydrated. Now, sometimes when you feel hungry, it's not because you're actually hungry; it's because you're thirsty. So try drinking, like a glass of water, and see if that helps subside your hunger a little bit. And then that's one way to eliminate, some of the hunger pains that hunger pang, whatever the hell it's called, that you might be feeling pretty much throughout the day. Number two, I said, was get more bang for your buck in terms of calories and macros. What I mean by that is to eat, more volume. Focus on volume during a cut because when there's physically more food in your stomach, you'll feel a little bit fuller. For example, a bag of broccoli is the example I always use. That's about 75 calories, I think, for a good amount of broccoli. And that'll, take up room in your stomach. So when you add that into the rest of the calories you're having throughout the day, you get a little bit more volume, feel a little bit fuller. There's also, they're called shirataki noodles. They're made from some like weird Japanese vegetable or something like that, and they're 0 calories. And word on the street is if you dry fry them, which I think they come in some kind of liquid, if you fry them in a pan until all the liquid's gone, they don't taste so terrible, but they're 0 calories, and you're pretty much just putting things in your stomach to take up room and make you feel less hungry. So let's see. The third thing I said was get enough sleep. This is important. I was reading a study. I think the study that they did was 10 hours of sleep, which is a little ridiculous, and it's not that practical to get 10 hours of sleep every night. I mean, if you can do it, good for you. I love sleep, but some people don't have enough time to get 10 hours of sleep. Decreased sleep duration was associated with decreased leptin levels and increased ghrelin. I don't know how to pronounce it. Ghrelin levels, and a decrease in leptin. Both of these are hormones that control appetite. So a decrease in leptin is going to lead to you feeling hungrier, just as an increase in ghrelin is what the pronunciation I'm going to go with will cause an increase in appetite. So by sleeping enough, you're keeping these two things in check. It's pretty much a check and balances system as far as your appetite is concerned. Now, what I didn't mention, which I should have added on to that, was refeeds. When you're dieting and you're on like a low carbohydrate diet or just even in a deficit, after a while your leptin levels drop. Now, as I said, leptin levels are associated with your mood, appetite. It's pretty much like a fat burning hormone. So it's very closely tied into your metabolism. So what happens is as you diet, your leptin levels decrease. Now, by having a refeed that's high in carbohydrates, you're kind of like jacking up your leptin levels again, tricking your body into thinking that you're not, for lack of a better term, starving, and starts the fat loss process again, and also boosts leptin levels. So a refeed every now and then, whether you want to do it once a week, depending on how like depleted you are. At some point, I'll probably make another video separately on refeeds if you guys want to see it. So yeah, a refeed every now and then could help curb your hunger levels if they're really getting out of control. But first and foremost, before anything, which probably means it should have been number one, but it's number four. Don't crash diet. Don't try and lose, 20 pounds in like a month before summer. If you're very, very overweight and you're starting out, yeah, you can lose fat at a significantly higher rate than someone who's already, a lower body fat percentage and trying to diet. But still, aim for sustainable, lasting results. Not like these people on The Biggest Loser that drop all this weight and then as soon as they go back to their normal life because, they gain all the weight back because they fall right back into their own habits that got them there in the first place. Because in, The Biggest Loser, I don't know why I'm talking about this, but they have, like teams of nutritionists and personal trainers and people hovering around them. And then I've never watched a show, but I've seen, like an episode now and then. But then when the show's over and they're kicked out of the house or whatever, they don't have the same level of resources they had when they were doing this. So they fall back into their old habits. So pretty much the point I'm trying to make from that is the best diet is a change in lifestyle. That way it's not some diet that you have to keep up for a certain amount of time because then when it's over, if you can't sustain it indefinitely, you're gonna fall back into those old habits, the old routines that cause you to get that way in the first place. So keep these things in mind. Summer's coming up. Everyone's trying to get shredded. So hopefully this could help you not be as hungry. As far as deficit goes, I aim for like a pound, pound and a half a week, if that. I think that's a good rate to go. So that's 500 calorie deficit daily. And another thing, I was thinking about making this channel instead of topic videos, unless I start doing like legit Q&As where like I go into my email, read the questions like live pretty much. I was thinking about making this like a vlog kind of, just like day-to-day thing. Probably closer to my competition I would do that because it's a little repetitive now, not really exciting. So let me know what you guys think about that idea. And if there's any other questions you had, leave them in the comments. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. So until next time, Mindset Fitness, I'm Anthony.